Okay, all right. So I'm trying to push the limits of live streaming capabilities right now. Um, so this is a live drone. It's slightly delayed. See if I can't try around. This is AC Flora High School. That's on the left. Oh wait, I should make sure that I'm above the tree line, right? That would suck to catch a tree. All right, so this is going to be looking towards Columbia, right? Oh, geez. Where is Columbia? Back this way. Oh, my goodness. AC Flora High School. All right, yeah, so it's going to be probably pretty choppy. It's super laggy, though. All right, I'm gonna actually land this next to me. You're gonna see the lag once it lands. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta see what you can do. Let's check out the Oh wait, I should be able to get eyes on. There we go. Look at that team hanging out in the dugout. Oh man. All right. There we go. I'm good. I'm standing right next to the tent. This is dumb. Oh, just so you know, I am an FAA licensed drone pilot, so there's that. Wow. What an epic beginning. Although it would be... Ooh. Hold on. Oh. What an epic start to a live stream. Look at that. All right, let's see what the lag looks like. We get to see concessions. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how bad the lag is. All right. Let me get this out of the way so we can play some baseball. Oh, crap. Oh, never mind. It doesn't want to fly any closer than it goes. All right. Oh, no. All right, hold on. The feed cut out at some point. Challenges. Okay, all right. We are going to get going momentarily. Alex is here. Hold on a second. I'm going to put on some music. I'll be right back. Okay, well, welcome to AC Flora High School. So I attempted to start this stream by having a live drone feed into the stream, and at some point I couldn't see when it cut out, but it cut out. But I'm gonna mark that up as a success. I'm breaking ground here on zero budget productions. Okay, so I do have the outfield camera going. Oh, it's kind of glitching a little bit. That's really weird. Ooh. Maybe I need to point the antenna toward it. It's not bad. It's just glitching a little bit. Weird. Okay. And then obviously we have the normal home camera, which looks way underexposed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Falcon Field for tonight's game between the West Columbia 79 and the Richland Post 215 senior 19 youth. I'd like to start out announcing the rosters of both teams and the starting lineups. For West Columbia 79, at left field, number 28, Logan Busenlaner. Shortstop number 2, Peyton Starkey. Third baseman number 10, Robert McMillan. First baseman number 32, Corbin Wright. Center fielder number 8, Mason Turner. The pitcher tonight, number 23, Connor Wood. Right fielder number 1, Cam Atkins. Catcher, number 16, Preston Coggins. Second baseman, number 5, Bryce Campbell. West Columbia 79 is coached by Lee Lafrage, Jacob Jeffcoat, and the head coach, Dorgan Lybrand. Now with the 215, we've got number 17, William Andrews. Number 12, McLean Arnett. Number 99, Hank Collins. Number 44, Nolan Cook. Number 4, Caleb Gibson. Number 88, Ryan Harrelson. Number 32, Robert Harrington. Number 40, Colton Jones. Number 9, Grant Loggins. Number 31, Matthew Moore. Number 10, Andrew Peck. And number 20, Wyatt Tucker. Starting at center field tonight, number 19, Carew Bates. The designated hitter, number 23, Cannon Dorsey. The second baseman, number 30, Julian Scott. Third baseman, number 27, Austin Laughlin. First baseman, number 6, Matthew Davidson. Left fielder, number 8, Rentz Best. Right fielder, number 1, Evan Smith. Catcher, number 77, Rucker Brannon. Shortstop, number 24, Cooper Rebels. And your pitcher tonight, number 14, Charles Flake. We'd like to recite the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship Creed. Ask the players and the coaches to repeat after me. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride in victory. Keep a sound soul. A clean mind and a healthy body. Now please stand as we honor America with our national anthem.
All right. All right. We'll be back momentarily. Actually, you want to say anything, Alex?
I do want to say it's interesting. They brought 9 people.
Oh, that was the team.
Yeah, that they brought 9 people tonight. Just want to point that out.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
So before we get underway, this is gonna be a very interesting managed game from West Columbia tonight.
Yeah. Oh, so they don't have who's the pitcher from Gray Collegiate?
Which one? There is.
Who you got?
I'm looking at it. There's Blade Redmond.
Nope.
Brent Stukes.
Yes, Brent Stukes.
He's not there today either.
Okay. Good, because he's really good.
Guess we'll be right back then, right?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Logan Busenlaner.
So 2-1-5 picked up a win yesterday, 3-2 over Florence. Now they're looking to go back-to-back here and avenge their loss. The only team to lose for the 2-1-5 at Falcon Field that we weren't playing ourselves. However, they trying to welcome in a team that's also trying to get to 500. West Columbia 79ers leading it off. Cardinal Newman and product and Newberry commit Logan Busenlaner on the mound for 2-1-5.
Yeah, the program, the Richland 215 program overall has a remarkable record when we're streaming.
Correct. So far, when we're streaming, the only team to have lost, well, the seniors lost yesterday at ball over to third right at Laughlin. He's going to pick that, fire it over, and not going to come off the bag is Davidson, but he's able to tag Busenlaner out. So almost an error from Laughlin. David needs to credit Davidson with the tag, but that's one away in the top of the first. So yeah, only 2 losses from the 215's team. It was the senior team, and then when we played each other, so we had to take a loss back.
I don't think we can count that.
I don't count it.
We shouldn't, yeah. It was inevitable.
So now we'll bring up Peyton Starkley for the 79ers. That's what.
There's no L, right?
Starkey, you're right. Starkey. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Starkley. Starkey is he played at Francis Marion last year. But he
Is he a former Gray?
Yeah, played his high school ball at Gray Collegiate.
I do remember him from the Forest Acres Classic a couple years ago.
Yeah. And on the mound for the 215 is Charles Flake. He went in the first game of the season against Lexington, went 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. That 0-2 pitch from him is high, so it's ball 1. 1-2 count here against Starkey.
So he hasn't pitched since then?
No. We've done a very good job of kind of mixing our pitchers up so far this summer. There's only been a couple that have went multiple attempts. That one's fouled on the left field line. Only a couple of our pitchers have multiple appearances. That includes Matthew Davidson, who has 2. I'm going down the list right now. And then there's one more. I think it's actually our own Ryan Harrelson who has 3. And that one, strike 3 looking from Flake. And Starkey not happy with the call. Talk to the umpire, and now that throws him out.
That's ridiculous.
And now,
Good God. Are you trying out, Blue? Blue, are you trying out? Good job, Blue.
so Starkey's got thrown out,
So
which is going to be really interesting now. I talked about it just briefly. They only brought 9 players tonight. And now they're down to 8. Now the third base coach, probably head coach, rightfully so, going to come talk to the home plate umpire. This is going to be a really interesting situation here tonight at Falcon Field. Starkey looked like he was arguing a strike call, and then just like that, he was thrown out of the game. I don't think there's any way to revoke that, meaning Starkey is probably done for the night. But I'm not sure how West.
Hopefully they had somebody hiding in the dugout or something.
I hope so.
Robert McMillan.
You know, my first senior game since opening day, and now it's as of now it's 7 or 8 on 9. Interesting way. That brings up Robert McMillan to the dish. McMillan in the 3-hole tonight. Played last year at Brooklyn Casey. McMillan took inside low ball 1, coming off of a phenomenal yesterday game where he walked it off against Chapin/Newberry, that team, and he fouls one away, so it's 1-1. Again, we're in a really interesting spot now that I'm kind of like not sure what to do, because Starkey was their starting shortstop, and again, he's done. He's now walking away from the game. Ball's down the third base line. It's going to go just foul for Laughlin. Starkey has already taken his equipment and is now leaving the game. Interesting night for start. What a way to start this game off for either side. So 1-2 count against McMillan. Starkey just said in front of us that he always said to the umpire was he said it was on the line, so you can't call that a strike. You know, apparently that was all the umpire needed to throw him out of the game tonight, and Starkey has officially left the field. So no revoking, no way coming back, and
Yeah, that sucks. He's a good player.
so West Columbia is now in a real big hole. See what McMillan can do. It's a 2-2 count here. Flake comes home the pitch, swinging, strike 3. So Flake strikes out 2 in the first inning, and we're going to see what West Columbia does in the field. Well, we'll go to the bottom of the first after this.
Score 0-0.
All right.
So the 79ers are going to play this game. However, they're going left center, right center. Starkey was their shortstop. It looks like they moved Mason Turner in to play short. And now there is no center fielder tonight for West Columbia. This is going to be an interesting one tonight.
Yeah, so, man. A couple called strikes. I guess we're going to have a much bigger strike zone tonight than we had last night.
Yeah, I had to get a full recap of kind of what happened. Mason Turner, he's in right center tonight. Cam Adkins will come from right field to play third base. Down the line, Carew Bates, that's going to get in the gap, and he's going to easily beat that out to first. Infield single for Carew Bates. Probably gets this night going. So McMillan will go to short, and Cam Atkins plays third.
The designated hitter, number 23, Cannon Dorsey.
You know, we talked about, I said it was really interesting. They only brought 9. You know, it's summer ball, so, you know, some people are here and some people are not. You know, some people are probably taking vacations.
The probably heard you talking about 9. It was like, hey, I'm gonna fix that.
I mean, what a way to start it off. Carew at first, and that brings up Cannon Dorsey. And when you talk about the impact Dorsey's had at the plate, it's absolutely wild. He leads the team in RBIs, OPS, on-base percentage, batting average, and he is tied for the team lead in home runs with 1, along with Julian Scott and Austin Laughlin.
And Carew.
Oh, Carew, you're right, Carew. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes.
Got to look out for Carew. Yeah.
Carew, exactly, Carew. Yes, Carew homered. I'm trying to forget that game on Tuesday. So, yes, Dorsey has been...
He had 100% of the runs.
Correct. Dorsey has been insanely valuable at the plate, and he only has 11 plate appearances so far this year. Comparatively, like some of our leaders like Scott has around 19. So Dorsey played 3 out of the 5 games and has been immensely valuable at the plate. So we'll see kind of what the offense does, and an offense that's been lacking as of late. Dorsey fouls that one back over the bleachers. It's now 1-2. Also on the mound for the 79ers is the right-handed pitcher Connor Wood.
Where's Wood from?
Wood played at White Knoll this past year, and he is committed to Coker. So no slouch on the mound. Will be a tough task for the 2-1-5 tonight, and Dorsey goes down swinging on a pitch in the dirt. Big first out there for Wood. That will retire the first one of the night for the 79ers, and that brings up Julian Scott, another player who's been immensely valuable to this 2-1-5 lineup so far this year.
Julian Scott.
Scott touting a .231 average, but he also has one of those 4 homers for the 2-1-5. Homered last night on his birthday, so happy belated birthday, Julian Scott. First pitch from Wood on the way, outside, ball 1. So there's a little rain chance earlier this week. The rain has gone away, but it is definitely partly cloudy tonight, so it's not blaringly hot here at Forest Acres.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yesterday was kind of rough.
Yeah, yesterday was brutal until the sun went down around the 3rd inning, or maybe the 2nd, considering how long it went. A 20-10 game if you missed it last night. The Richland 2-5's Gold AAA team took down Aiken's AAA team 20-10. A long game that went eclipsed 3 hours. 2-0 pitch here to Scott. Outside edge, strike 1.
Yeah, on the scoreboard yesterday, I didn't realize it until I checked my messages, and Austin Scott pointed out that it said Richland 2-1-5 blue. Oh.
Jeez, well, yeah, the Gold team was the one who won. They got their win. Runner Carew goes at first. Pitch called a strike. That throw going to go into right center, I guess, a little way. Coming over with Mason Turner. But Carew will swipe second. That is Carew's first stolen base so far this summer. Pitch was called a strike, so it's 2-2 here. Wood against Julian Scott. Julian coming off a 1-for-4 day yesterday. Now Carew goes off, takes off for third. That ball in the dirt, kind of away from Coggins, but not far enough for it to matter. However, Carew was running on the throw, so he takes third. 3-2 count, 1 out. Julian Scott at the dish, and a scoreless bottom of the first. However, it's a very different feel now after Peyton Starkey got ejected on the second at-bat of the game. Full count pitch coming in, outside, ball 4. Julian Scott will go to first, and Nat will put runners on the corners for the 4-hole hitter, number 27, Austin Laughlin.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 27, Austin Laughlin.
The lefty having a formidable time at the plate, hitting .333 with a 1.012 OPS. He's second only to Cannon Dorsey, and obviously Cannon, very limited amount of playing time, but I still thought Cannon's was notable to include that he has pretty sure it's like a 1.8 something OPS. He's been he's been valuable to this team. Pickoff attempt not in time as Julian's at first. But yeah, it's just been a weird feel to this one here in Forest Acres. Pitch coming home, the 1 pitch now be taken into left field. Boozin, that's gonna be dropped in left field, and Laughlin's that ball, and it's such a weird play because now Julian Scott's come all the way to third. He was stopped in between second and first. Laughlin will come into second with a double, and Boozenlaner drops one in left field, so it's an error after he had to come all the way from right center. That would be a routine play.
Yeah, a left
game.
fielder wouldn't have had to move.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 6, Matthew Davidson.
Yeah, it would be a routine play.
Maybe one step back or something.
Yeah. Now, in a normal game, it would have been just a sac fly. Now it's had almost great play from Boozenlaner on the run. Now the head coach will come out and talk to him. I'm not sure what's going on, and they're going to talk, I guess, about placement now. And there's not much you can really do here. I mean, this is just a really tough situation.
I mean, you almost have to play to pull a little bit, and then have either the third baseman or the second baseman, shallow outfield.
There's no right way to do it.
No.
I'm going to be honest. With as good as players as we're getting in the Legion League, I mean, I've talked about it before, but players like Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer have gone to the Legion League, like local heroes for Columbia, Jackie Robinson Jr. He's played in Legion ball, and then it's like you've seen these like great players throughout the years come to Legion play. There are no slouches out here, and now you're getting them and you're telling them they don't have the center fielder tonight. Boozenlaner had basically range from left center to left field, and he almost made the catch. So 1 down, runners at second and third for Matthew Davidson. Davidson hitting fifth for the 2-1-5 this evening. The lefty committed to Newberry. And that brace on his knee is because he blew out his knee his senior year of high school at Richland Northeast. So he is.
Yeah, that was right at the beginning of his senior season.
So he's been out for the last 2 years, kind of his first get back into baseball, and he's behind Wood 0-2. The right-hander throwing heat right by him. 0-2 pitch coming home. Now swinging, strike 3. Low, but gets Davison to swing over. 2 down now for the 79ers. We'll bring back up Rince Best. Another familiar face for you Falcon fans out there.
Left fielder number 8, Rince Best.
Rince graduated from AC Flora this last year, and now he's continuing his baseball career playing for the 2-1-5 Senior Legion team. Wood taking his time with him, coming set, now comes home, swinging strike 1 here to Best. And Wood, he's been pretty solid tonight. I want to say the only real hit he kind of has was the hit from Carew in the infield. And Crew got around to third off a stolen base and a wild pitch, and then came home off of the, they're going to call it a hit for the 2-1-5, so it's a RBI double for Laughlin. Now that next pitch hit hard over to short, taking it into McMillan, the new shortstop. He throws it over to first for the third out. So the 2-1-5 takes advantage of that ejection quickly. They tack on one after Booz and Lehner couldn't catch up to a ball that was hit in left field. It is 1-0 for the 2-1-5. We'll go to the second.
Fourth, the first baseman, number 32.
4, 5, and 6 are due up here for the 79ers in the top of the second inning. Leading it off will be Corbin Wright. Played at Airport this past year, but he's committed to Coker for baseball next year. Charles Flake still on the mound. The right-hander deals the first pitch low in the dirt. Ball 1. Sun is coming in and out of clouds right now as it is setting over the trees in Forest Acres. Should be a beautiful night of baseball here in the Midlands. 1-0 pitch, rocketed down the right field line, but foul for Corbin Wright. Corbin doesn't have the start yet he wanted, only a 200 average and 1 RBI. Trying to kind of kickstart his summer with a good at-bat here against Flake, but he fouls another one back, and it's now 1-2. So Flake coming set, now winds up and deals to the 4-hole hitter. Hard ball left side, base hit through the hole. Corbin Wright leadoff single for the 79ers.
The ball was perfectly lined up with the pole. Couldn't see it.
That ball got between Cooper Rebels and Austin Laughlin
Mason Turner
at short and third, respectively. Corbin Wright is aboard. That will bring up Mason Turner, who is all of a sudden playing solely in right field after supposedly he's going to start the game in center. Now first pitch, Mason Turner right down Broadway, strike 1. Turner played last season at Florence Darlington Technical College and then played his high school ball at Brooklyn Casey here in the Midlands. 0-1 pitch to him. Curve ball over the plate, strike 2, inner third. Pitching has been one of the issues so far for the 2-1-5. They haven't been able to kind of hold their opponents in check. It would be a very nice sight for Charles Flake to go long here tonight. Third pitch high, around the eyes, 1-2. So yesterday, in their win against Chapin Newberry. Mason Turner went 0 for 2 with an RBI, struck out twice, and had 2 walks. That next pitch from Charles, low in the dirt, no chase there from Turner, and now even the count at 2s. Corbin Wright, not really, as you can tell, not really a threat to go at first. The speed there, so there's really no worry from Flake. He hasn't really picked him off, and he's just looking him back. Now he comes home 2-2. Outside fastball. Ball 3. Full count here to Mason Turner.
The airport team was really good. It's a shame season ended how it did.
Yeah, a lot of this team for the 79ers, a lot of made up from Airport, Brooklyn, Casey, and then a little from White Knoll. And Turner draws that walk. So now first and second with nobody out. Here for the 79ers, looking to strike back.
Batting 6, the pitcher number 23.
That brings up Connor Wood. Wood played this last season at White Knoll, and he's committed to Coker. A lot of Coker players here, mainly Corbin Wright and Connor Wood tonight for the 79ers. Again, a lot of college ball here tonight. A lot of good baseball. Flake has now lost a strike zone. His 4th straight ball thrown tonight. That one was high to Connor Wood. Now it's 1-0. There's no hold at first from Davidson. And then Corbin Wright barely taking a lead off second. The next pitch, line down the left field line, bouncing foul. Flake throwing a much needed strike there, even in the count at 1-1. Turner has a team high, well, tie for the team high, 5 RBIs this year. He's done it on the mound, and right now he's trying to do it at the plate again. That ball's lined into left field, but right at Rince best. It actually will drop. Rince lets it go. Corbin Wright has to scurry to third. And there's 2 hits now in the inning for the 79ers, and they've loaded the bases with nobody out.
Batting 7, the right fielder number 1.
Looked like it was right at Rince. He didn't really move and then let it drop in front of him. Maybe a misread out in left field, and a costly one if it is. As it loads the bases with nobody down, that brings up Cam Adkins. Adkins also a part of that airport squad this past season. And he swings through a fastball, outer third of the zone. It's 0-1 here. Adkins, a rising senior, still has at least 1 year left to play and is not committed to a college yet, so we'll have to kind of watch him closely next year, probably at the Forest Acres Classic. Flake throwing one low and away to the right-hander. It's now 1-1. Flake trying to work around these bases loaded. Comes set, 1-1, fouled back into the net. Now 1-2 for Atkins. So along with Atkins, Shane Hanna, Addison Keisler, then Josh Raines, and Corbin Wright all played for Air Force on this team. The pitch now taken into left field. Rince Best going back, going to the warning track, makes the catch on the run for the first out. Corbin Wright will tag at third and will tie this game at 1. Sacrifice fly to right field, or left field, excuse me, for Atkins does the job. We are tied at 1 apiece here in the top of the second. That was the first out, so still 2 on, 1 out for Preston Coggins. Coggins, another player that last year played for White Knoll, one of the youngest players on this team, only a rising junior for the 79ers. A lot of potential in this kid. Takes one low, but it was across the plate, strike 1.
I think he had him swinging on that.
Oh, he did. I guess he did offer. Well, but I thought he was able to hold up. I thought it was a called strike. I guess it's not. So Flake, now he's going to look back the runner at second. No longer is Corbin Wright, who doesn't exactly have the speed to go. That is now Mason Turner at second, and Turner not one to leave alone on the base pass, has 3 stolen bases this season in the summer. Next pitch coming home to Coggins, fouled back, and Flake goes ahead 0-2. Gets the right-hander Coggins. Behind the dish has become kind of their mainstay so far at catcher. That's Rucker Brannon in the battery, along with Flake for the 2-1-5. Will be signal calling for the night for Flake for the foreseeable future. The other notable change out of the lineup for the 2-1-5 is Gibson is getting the night off. Now that next pitch, runner goes from second, pitch strike 3. Now throw down to second, safe for Turner. And on the throw to third, Connor Wood will take second. So a stolen base from Mason Turner. Connor Wood in turn takes second. So now 2 runners in scoring position. And 2 down after the swinging strike. 3, the 9-hole hitter, Bryce Campbell. Campbell, the lone Heathwood Hall player from this past season. His first pitch against Flake, in there for strike 1. Campbell not happy with the call, but he doesn't argue. He just gets right back in the box. It would be detrimental for the 79ers to have another player ejected, especially this early in the game. So 0-1, Flake comes set, now comes home. Pitch, outer edge of the zone, strike 2. Connor Wood off of second, getting a pretty big lead. There's no hold there, and Flake hasn't really given him much thought. So he's about 15 feet off the bag. 0-2 pitch coming home. Campbell fouls one off right over the 2-1-5's dugout. Looks like a video game as everyone ducked at the exact same time.
That had to be really close to the camera that I have on top of the dugout. I think the battery died on it, though.
Oh,
so I can't show it anymore.
That'd have been really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, it looked like a video game. Everyone kind of ducked right at the same time. Luckily, the ball went over the dugout and no one was hurt.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch coming home. Campbell just shoots one to the right side. Davidson gloves in, steps on the bag at first. Third out of the inning. 79ers, though, draw even off of a Cam Atkins sac fly. But Charles Flake mitigates the damage, only lets 1 cross. We're tied at 1, going to the bottom of the second.
All right.
So the 7-8-9 now up in the bottom of the second for the 2-1-5. Leading it off is the right fielder, Evan Smith. So a little of a mischange here. What we know in that the City Beaver probably saw it. It was actually Mason Turner was in left field last inning. Now he's back in right, but he was the one who ran down, or almost ran down that ball in left field that was hit by Laughlin. But now Busenlaner is back in left. Second pitch to Evan Smith, lined in the left field, base hit. Leadoff single for Evan Smith, trying to retake that lead here for the 2-1-5.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number
So
77.
that brings up Rucker Brandon, the
Rucker
catcher,
Brandon.
number 77 for the 2-1-5. Brandon, the Hammond player, last season only has 2 registered at-bats all so far this summer. Now in his third, takes one on the inside portion of the plate, strike 1. Rucker Brandon getting a start with catcher. It looks like him and McLean Arnett kind of sharing that position. It's been more Brandon, though, as of late. Now the 0-1 to Brandon. Right down Broadway, strike 2. In danger of having his first strikeout of the summer. Connor Wood looking for his third of the night. Wood comes set. Weeds deals, fires, fouled off. The right-hander, Brandon, able to shoot that one down the left field line. Still 0-2 here against the 8-hole hitter for the 2-1-5. Again, if you're just joining us, kind of a weird situation. Stakey, the starting shortstop for the 79ers, got ejected off of a pitch. That next pitch, though, is high from Wood and goes to the backstop. Evan Smith takes second. But Stakey was ejected after arguing a strike call. Strike 3 call, to be exact. And with most of the 79ers lineup at the beach this week, they only have 9 players registered tonight to play. So they are down a man, so that leaves the gap open in center field. So a normal hit to center could be trouble for the 79ers here tonight. Still now it's 1-2 from Wood. Right-hander comes home, deals. Now ball kind of dribbled over to left side. Cam Atkins looks back the runner, and now he throws to first. Taking off is Smith over to third. He's able to take third. High throw there from Corbin Wright. May have been able to get Evan Smith if it was on target, but that throw is high. Cam Atkins to come off the bag and jump. So a productive ground out from Rucker Brandon, moving Evan Smith to third and making only 90 feet away. It was a great play there from Atkins. He did everything he was supposed to do, even looking back the runner at second. Smith took off late and then got lucky that throw was a little high. It could have been trouble for the 2-1-5 getting their second out at third. Nonetheless, Evan Smith goes to third, and now 9-hole hitter Cooper Revels up to the dish for the 2-1-5. He's the fifth and final player starting tonight for the 2-1-5 out of their 10 starters. Cooper played this past season at AC Flora, and he will be continuing his baseball career at Southeastern. Takes one high up around the eyes. Now it's 2-0 here.
Where's he playing tonight?
Cooper is our starting shortstop tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
Plays a lot of different positions for us.
Correct. Cooper has moved all over the place, as so is Carew. You know, Carew played the infield for AC Flora, but tonight he's starting in center field. So, Coach Chris Dorsey mixing and matching a lot of this team lineup, and Revels takes one right down Broadway from Wood, strike 1.
Yeah, it's nice to have players that give you options.
It's a very, and Chris Dorsey's done a very good job kind of mixing up our lineups the whole year, not keeping it stagnant, keeping teams on their toes. Phenomenal coaching job there. 2-1 pitch up around the head, and Rebels has to kind of duck out of the way, so now it's 3-1 here with one down.
Yeah, the other thing he helps the players with is getting them experience in other positions. Like Xander played almost exclusively catcher and third base, I guess, for Flora, and then Dorsey let him play a little second base.
Outside ball 4 and a call that was right on the edge of the zone, called ball. So a one-out walk, but runners on the corners. So yeah, Coach Dorsey always has his players' interest in his mind,
Mm-hmm.
And right now you're seeing Cam Atkins, the third baseman, coming over to talk to Connor Wood. And about put runners on the corners for Carew Bates, who started this game off with a single. Came around to score the one run that Richland has right now. Could do some more damage, though, as that go-ahead run 90 feet away at third. Wood on the mound, picks off third, fakes the pickoff, then comes back to first. And they're going to say it's a balk. So Cooper Revels will get to jog over to second, and that will be a run because that will put Evan Smith home. So a weird play. Connor Wood faked the pickoff to third and then tried to go to first, which you really can't do once you commit to a place trying to go to it. Umpire in the field said he committed to third and that he couldn't pick off Cooper Revels. And he called it pretty quickly, said that he committed to third, so gave both of Evan Smith and Cooper Revels a base, and the 2-1-5 retakes the lead, 2-1. Quick mound visit here, and should be all square for action as the music continues to play over here at Forest Acres. We're trying to, hopefully we can just kind of talk through it, and Connor Wood seems to be okay. Finally turn it off for us, and we'll return to the at-bat here against Carew. Righty on righty matchup here. Matchup that led off the game for the 2-1-5. Carew now trying to extend the lead instead of trying to gain it. First pitch to him, rocket into left field. Going back is Boozen Laner, and he's going to look up, and there is no way that's coming back. Carew Bates takes the home run lead for the team. A 2-run blast into left center.
He hit that to Columbia.
About to say, yeah, that
should have crossed the creek.
You told me back during the AC Flora season that we've hit some home runs to Columbia. I think that one did it as well.
Yeah, that for sure got over the creek.
Carew Bates. To quote the Reds announcer last night, that ball had a family. That was off the, if you guys do not at home don't follow baseball, there is a Reds prospect that came up. He is basically a 5-tool player for the Reds. Got the speed, got the power. Ella De La Cruz for the Reds came up and put one in the right field, and the announcer is now become probably going to be one of my go-to home run calls. That ball had a family.
Ball had a family. That's fantastic.
I'm a big fan of that one. So Richland, just like that, gains a 4-1 lead here against West Columbia. I will say only one of those runs have come across off the extra man being down. There was nothing they could have done about Carew blasting one to left field. That brings up Dorsey right back at the pitcher. Wood looks like he got his glove in his way, so he hopefully is okay.
I think he got his thigh.
Oh, did it get his thigh? I thought he got his glove on it. Maybe it did get his thigh, and now he's going to try to walk it off here. Yeah, it did get his thigh. Okay. I thought he was able to get his glove in the way of that. That ball was ripped by Cannon Dorsey. Instinctive reaction from Wood to even get close to it, but looks like it hit his right thigh, so he's going to kind of walk it off here. I think everyone's making sure he's okay. I think he'll be hopefully he'll be all right, just right on the thigh. Right, maybe we can throw a couple pitches to make sure he's all right. Yeah. In the about to step in the dish will be Julian Scott, the 3-hole hitter for the 2-1-5. Seeing if he can put more pressure on this West Columbia team, and now we're going to see Connor Wood throw a couple warm-up pitches here to make sure he's all right, put pressure on that back leg. So looks to be all right. Glad to see it from here. And that will bring up Julian Scott. He drew a walk back in the first, but 79ers left him stranded at third. Julian Scott again, he's been one of the biggest assets for the 2-1-5 so far this summer. Started every game at second base. Looking to try to continue a hot streak here. First pitch to him in the dirt, ball one. So 1-0 now. Connor Wood coming set, firing home, high and away. 2-0 now here against Julian Scott. So we're in the second inning, but the 2-1-5 have already tied their summer high in runs in the game. They scored 4 late last week. That ball shot to left field, and that's one that could be trouble with no one there.
Yeah,
that ball's all the way to the wall in left field. Busenlaner had to come all the way over. That will bring Cannon Dorsey around third. The throw will have to be cut off. Julian Scott with a double. And there's the effects of the ejection right there. Busenlaner would have probably limited that to maybe a single, maybe potentially a double, depending on where he was playing, but it would have not drove Dorsey all the way from first. However, with no one in center, long run for Busenlaner, and Julian Scott has an RBI double that he wouldn't have other got. So just as I said, they scored more than they have. Now this is the season high in runs. Now Asterix will buy it so far again. West Columbia is playing a man down. But much needed offense for the 2-1-5 will bring up Austin Laughlin, the third baseman. The lefty in the box takes one high. Ball 1 here.
Hey, Alex, no asterisks if we win, only if we lose.
Ah, ha, ha.
Come on. Come on, what are you doing?
I gotta be honest.
But I mean, early, before you get to the playoffs, it's tough to judge the teams. I mean, they only had 9 to start and missing their best pitcher.
That's why I said there's an asterisk beside it.
Huh?
That's why I said there's an asterisk beside it.
But then also, we were missing players.
I mean, yeah, we are. So
it's all fair.
Fair. All's fair in love and
It's all
war.
fair until you get to the playoffs.
Fair enough. 1 in, 1 to Laughlin. You watch one go by for a strike. Third pitch on the way. Now to be lifted into right field. Again, this could be trouble with no one there. Mason Turner can fly, and he catches up to that one in shallow right to make the catch. Is that ball hung in the air? 2 away now for Matthew Davidson. Matthew Davidson, one of the 2 strikeout victims for Connor Wood back in the first. Looking to get his revenge here and extend the 5-1 lead the 2-1-5 has gained so far.
Have I mentioned that Matthew Davidson's a really good church basketball player, or was?
Probably.
Okay.
I listened to the whole stream on Tuesday. I'm probably sure you mentioned it about 5 times.
Did.
Ball shot down the right field line, but way foul. Had the trajectory to get out of here, but that ball was in nowhere, shape, or form going to straighten up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it didn't hit a car.
Yeah, Matthew was on the same team as Grant Loggins and Hearn.
Aha. Is Grant Loggins as good of a basketball player as Matthew Davidson? Or?
Dude, he's really good.
So Grant Loggins just an athlete is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is Hearn better than both of them? Or
he was not.
So Hearn does not rank. Hearn ranks third in that ranking.
Hearn's kind of interesting because he does lots of different things.
Okay.
He's kind of that guy that you have to have on a good team that just kind of fills in the gaps and stuff.
Just a role player.
You're getting the loose balls, playing tough defense, scoring every now and then.
That's what I like to think I am on my church basketball team. However, I was probably a much worse player than Hearn because I couldn't play basketball. I hustled and I played somewhat decent defense, but I had no offensive, any sort of threat in the offense.
Hustling and defense.
Wins championships.
Coach will be happy.
0-2 pitch here. Laughlin lines one to right center. That's going to find the wall for a base hit. Julian Scott around third easily. He will score. Laughlin will hold up at second with a stand-up double.
Oh, Davidson.
Matthew Davidson, excuse me. Yep, excuse me. Laughlin flew out, but Davidson with the double puts a lead to 6-1 now for the 2-1-5. That ball was hard hit. I think that could have found the wall either way.
Yeah, and it would have been in the natural gap, I think.
I think that would have been a natural gap. It could have been cut off, so maybe it wouldn't have scored. Maybe Davidson with
a fast center fielder or something. Yeah.
With the knee, it wouldn't have, because Mason Turner would have been in center, and Mason Turner, if you say, can fly. So, but I don't think he would have got. I think Julian Scott would have still scored, but I don't know if Davidson would get the second. Either way, pitch now to Evan Rinsbest in the dirt. Not going to get away from Coggins behind the dish. So Davidson will move over to third with 2 down. So Rinsbest, the 9th batter, to come up here for the 2-1-5 this inning. Grounded over to shortstop to end the first. Trying to get a hit here for the 2-1-5, as he's the only one that hasn't reached base that has 2 plate appearances tonight. That pitch was high. It's now 2-0 here. The only other one that hasn't reached base tonight was Rucker Brandon. He grounded out to third earlier this inning. Now 2-0 pitch here. Rince crushes one to left field, but Busenlaner should have that one. Makes the play for out 3 and left. The 2-1-5 though strike and retake the lead. They put 5 across and they take a 6-1 lead into the third. We'll see if Charles Flake can continue his strong start after this. Top of the third we go, top of the order for the 79ers here in Forest Acres. The sun has set on Falcon Field. Charles Flake back out there for his third inning of work. Leading it off, Logan Busenlaner. He takes one low, ball 1. Busenlaner started the game off with a ground out to Laughlin at third, where he was tagged out by Davidson at first. Second pitch on the way. Busenlaner able to kind of stroke that one over to center, coming in the long run. Going to get down between Cooper Rebels and Carew Bates at short and second. A leadoff single for the 79ers. So now this is where you would see Starkey in the dish, but again, he was ejected, so goes to the 3-hole hitter, Robert McMillan. McMillan has been one of the victims of Flake tonight. One of his 3 punch-outs. Looking to get on base here and kind of start something for the 79ers. Ball chopped foul down the left field line. Busenlaner took off for second. He'll have to retreat all the way back to first. This game going by considerably faster than last night. You know, last night around this time it was about 8:30. It's only around 7:50 in this one. Next pitch on the way. That could be trouble too. Cooper at second, goes to second for 1, on to first, double play. 6-4-3 for the 2-1-5, and that was only 2 outs. I guess are they? What? I don't know what they're.
Wait.
Maybe they're only playing 2.
Are they? Do they count the out?
Oh, so
that's rough.
So something we did not know. Starkey is now an automatic out for the rest of the game.
Yikes.
So 6-4-3 ended the inning. So it's still 6-1. We'll go to the bottom of the third.
Oh, that double sucks. Okay. Well, I mean, it's good for us, but that just sucks for baseball. All right, we'll be back.
So same spot we were 1 inning ago. 7-8-9 due up here for the 2-1-5 in the bottom of the third. Connor Woods still out on the bump. The righty for the 79ers tonight has thrown 45 pitches, 46 right down Broadway for Evan Smith. Strike 1. Again, very different lineup here for the 79ers. They have that, after Starkey's ejection, they have that gap in center field. So any ball hit to center will definitely be trouble. 0-1 pitch comes in and low. Ball 1 here against Smith. Also, the other 2 gaps are down the line. Really the only balls that are kind of viable if they're well hit are right at the right center and left center gap. Next pitch on the way was low. Smith takes it. Now it's 2-1. So Evan Smith started this summer with a bang, walk-off hit to give the 2-1-5 their first win of the summer. Since then, though, Smith has sort of calmed down, only hitting 182 so far this summer as a whole. Next pitch in the dirt. It's now 3-1 here for Evan Smith. Again, you know, I talked about it before the broadcast, before Starkey's ejection. It was going to be an interesting managed game, even with Starkey, because you have to figure out a pitcher, and it will be see how
that was really low.
Inside and low, but called a strike. Now 3-2. But that point, but it would have been interesting to see how long Wood would go with the roster they have tonight. Now it becomes even more of an interesting factor because they're down a player. So we'll see how far Wood goes in this game. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one in the dirt. And that is ball 4. Evan Smith draws a leadoff walk. Brings back up the catcher, Rucker Brannon.
Catcher number 77, Rucker Brannon.
Brannon is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to Atkins over at third. Trying to get into the hit column. Here so far this summer, he's 0 for 3. Wood gives him the first pitch. That ball blooped out to left field, and that's going to be run down by McMillan, the shortstop.
It's good range there.
Great range by Robert McMillan. That ball was not in the air for long. McMillan had to range to his right and make the play for the first out.
Shortstop number 24.
That brings back up Cooper Revels for the 2-1-5. Cooper walked his previous at-bat in the second. Trying now to make contact here against Wood. First pitch on the way in the dirt. Ball 1. Runner breaks for second. The ball's in the dirt. Throw not in time. Evan Smith swipes second. So a stolen base for Evan Smith. That's his first on the summer. That pitch was low, so it's 1-0 to Coop. Next pitch from the righty on the way, in there, strike 1, outer third of the zone. Unlike Evan Smith, Cooper Rebels actually does have a steal. He had one in the win on last night. 1-1 pitch into the dirt. This time Coggins doesn't let it get by him, forcing Evan Smith to retreat back to second. Cooper still searching for that first RBI so far this summer. Ahead of the right-handed pitcher, 2-1. Next one on the way, low, just below the knees, 3-1. The Coker commit giving up 6 runs so far tonight. In danger of walking Cooper for the second time. Wood comes set. Looks back Evan at second and now comes home. The 3-1 fouled back by Cooper. Full count with 1 out. Connor Wood, before coming into the night, had 7 1/3 innings pitched with a 1.9 ERA. It was safe to say he was the most reliable pitcher for the 79ers, but this interesting situation has done him in. And that curveball misses high, ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second with 1 out. And we'll bring back up Carew Bates, who took a shot to left field. His last at-bat, one that was probably hit over the river into Columbia. Now this at-bat, he may be aiming for that plane coming right overhead of Falcon Field. Also want to note, that was only Carew's 3rd hit of the summer. His first one coming into the day was the home run, and then the second one was back in the first inning. So he has tripled his hits on the year coming into now in the game, looking to take another RBI. He has 3 on the year now, looking for more. First pitch from Wood was low, so it's a 1-0 count here. Wood will fire again. That ball beat into the ground and foul. Looked to be around waist high, and Carew got a piece of it. So Richland 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd. They hold the 6-1 lead against their neighbors across the river in West Columbia, trying to down them for their 3rd win of the summer and get back to 500 on the season. Going back to pickoff attempt. That ball goes into center, and that's where another problem could lie. Luckily for the 79ers, Mason Turner able to get it quickly, but not before Evan Smith and Cooper Revels both take a bag. So that pickoff attempt went into center field, and now 2 runners in scoring position for Carew Bates. 1-1 the count with 1 out. No longer a force out at any bag, only a force out at first. Infield still playing back. Now they creep in, the 1-1 curveball in there, strike 2. Breaks late over the plate. And Carew goes behind. Carew committed to the College of Charleston late towards the end of the season, so you can catch him in the Low Country next baseball season. 1-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. Big strikeout from Wood. Getting Carew swinging, that's his 3rd strikeout of the night, and a big second out. We'll bring up the hulking lefty, Cannon Dorsey. Dorsey singled right off of Wood his last at-bat, extending his on-base percentage even more than the .727 he had coming into the summer, or coming into the game. First pitch to Cannon, breaking ball that really doesn't break, high, ball 1. Cannon played at Anderson this past year, looking to bolster his resume with the Legion League this summer. Next pitch on the way, outside to the lefty. It's now 2-0 here against Cannon. Cannon played his high school ball just around the corner over in Hammond High School, just like Rucker Brandon did. But the rising sophomore in college, looking to get some more playing time at Anderson next season. 2-0 pitch in the dirt, low. Not far enough away, though, from Coggins for either runner to break. Wood being careful. Now behind 3-0 to another stat that Cannon Dorsey leads. I said he had 11 plate appearances. He had 3 hits coming to the night. He had 5 walks.
5 walks.
He's only played 3 games. So every team has been very cautious to the hulking lefty.
It's like Asa level on base percentage.
Correct. He's playing like the Asa of the Legion League so far. 3-0 pitch looks to be on the outer edge of the zone. Strike 1. Cannon wanted another walk before a step back in the box. and get ready for the 3-1. Wood, 1 out away from ending this inning. Needing to go through Cannon Dorsey to do it. 3-1 pitch on the way, inside corner, strike 2. Dorsey again trying to walk to first. Again told to come back in, this time to take a full count pitch. So 3-2, 2 down. First base is open for Cannon if it requires. Coming in, swinging, strike 3. Dorsey goes down for the second time tonight. And Connor Wood gets out of the jam, leaves 2 stranded. But the 2-1-5 will still lead at 6-1. Can we see the 79ers mount some offense in the top of the 4th? We'll find out next, right here on Definite Fiction. So we're here in the top of the 4th inning, leading off for the 79ers, the fleet-footed Corbin Wright into the box for West Columbia, trying to muster some offense here. They've been held in check to only 1 run so far this evening. Charles Flake still on the bump for the 2-1-5, delivers a fastball low. 1-0 here to Wright. Right, the other Coker commit on this team along with Wood, and he shoots one up the middle, base hit for his 2nd hit of the night. So leadoff base runner here for the 79ers, 3rd straight one they've had. Corbin Wright, last time he was on base, came around to score, and then Buzenlaner was out at the double play last inning. We'll see if the 3rd time's a charm here for Wright. In the box now, lefty Mason Turner, who swings through a fastball, 0-1. Turner, after this season, he played at Florence Arlington Technical College last season, and now he's looking to JUCO it up at Fayetteville Tech in North Carolina next spring. Next pitch to Turner, curveball from Flake.
Was that a curveball?
I think that was a late break. That was kind of a slower curveball there.
Just came off his hand weird.
It did. I think he kind of lost the grip and kind of took some off of it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Which kind of fooled Turner there at the plate. So Turner's behind, 0-2. The pitch comes home. Now a hard hit right to the right field. Down the line, base hit. That's going to be trouble. Evan Smith comes over and makes the play. Turner can fly, though, and a great throw from Evan Smith right at the second base. A seed from right field gets Turner out at second before he could even try to slide for the first out. Corbin Wright does go from first to third on that play. But what a throw from Evan Smith. Don't test him in right. Absolute laser for the first out of the inning. So 1 down Runner now on third, bringing up Connor Wood, starting pitcher for the 79ers. He will watch one go by for a strike. Fastball on the outer edge of the zone. Connor Wood again, the airport commit, or the Coker commit, excuse me. I don't know why I said airport. The Coker commit. Trying to do it on the mound and at the plate. He fouls one back, and it's now 2-2 against Wood. He singled and stole a base in the second, but he was left stranded at second. Trying to drive in the 79ers' second run of the game. 0-2 pitch from Flake on the way. Fastball hitting the right down Broadway. Strike 3 looking. 2 down now for West Columbia. That is Charles Flake's 4th strikeout of the game. First against Wood. Second one looking. Now, Cam Atkins, the right fielder. He's back up. He had a sacrifice fly to left field in his last at-bat, bringing the lone run for the 79ers home. Now the righty looking to do it again. Well, not sacrifice fly, but bring another run in for the 79ers here against Flake. Right-hander deals on the mound. Inside fastball. 1-0. Atkins, that was his first RBI of the summer for the 79ers. And again, this is their 8th game so far compared to the 2-1-5-6 game of their plan. So very different feel. Had to feel good for Atkins contributing for the team, and he watches that fastball away. It's now 2-0 for the rising senior for Airport. Atkins is vulnerable to the strikeout, has 4 so far this summer, but only 1 walk. However, that fastball is low, and it's now 3-0, and he's looking to get his second here. Atkins only 2 for 11 coming into tonight. Would love to increase that on-base percentage, though he's only drawn 1 walk, as I said. And now he's ahead 3-0. The pitch right down Broadway. No, it's low. Looked like it was around Broadway, around the thigh level. However, umpire called it low. 2-out walk for Cam Atkins. And that will bring up Preston Coggins, the rising junior for White Knoll. Coggins, just like Atkins, coming into tonight, yet to record an RBI. Has his first one staring at him 90 feet away in the form of Corbin Wright. Flake trying to work out of the jam. First pitch on the way, shot down the right field line, foul ball. Looked like a changeup that Coggins just fouled off. Flake, 1 strike closer to end the jam here in the top of the 4th. 2-1-5 hold the 6-1 lead. West Columbia will love to threaten here and make it competitive. Second pitch from Flake, inside part of the zone, strike 2. Beautiful paint job there from Charles Flake. Moves ahead, 0-2 from the 79ers catcher. 0-2 pitch coming, no offer from Coggins, low. Ball 1. Coggins moved the bat, but was able to lay off of that one. Able to stay in the at-bat here against Flake. Right-hander looking back at first. Now he'll fire home. That pitch just low and away. Didn't miss by much. But Coggins laying off, evening the count at 2s here. Sun almost fully set here at Forest Acres. And the lights are coming on at Falcon Field for the 2-2 pitch. Inside ball 3, filler up. 3-2 count. Atkins at first will no doubt be running. I doubt we'll see Corbin Wright move, though, from third, just because he does not, cannot come home. He probably would get tagged out.
You're going to get in trouble.
I am going to get in trouble. Full count pitch coming from Charles Flake. Runner doesn't go at first. Doesn't matter. great at-bat from Coggins. Works the walk after being behind 0-2.
Bryce Campbell.
So bases are loaded here for Bryce Campbell, the Heathwood Hall alum, trying to record his first RBI of the summer as well. Bases are loaded here. Damage waiting to be done to the 2-1-5. Flake trying to work out of it. First pitch on the way. Hard swing and a miss from Campbell.
It's the last batter of the inning.
Not yet.
No, the next batter's the first batter, right?
Yeah. It's,
right.
yeah,
It's the second batter.
It's
Second
later.
batter. Okay.
Yeah, that's the second batter. So that's a very interesting dynamic that could bring to it, though. If
if you have first base occupied.
Bryce gets on. That pitch in the dirt, low, now throw down to first, not in time. Off the snap throw, trying to get Coggins at first. But yeah, no, very interesting dynamic for Busenlaner at the plate. He's really just got to try to, I guess, get a hit, get on. I mean, there's nothing you can really do after that. Starkey is just out. Next pitch on the way, low, ball 2. Flake falls behind of Bryce Campbell in the 9-hole.
Yeah, it's almost like in T-ball when you're the last hitter.
Yep. It's like, all right.
Everyone keep running.
It's like, just keep running. Just hope you can get there. We'll see. A very interesting coaching decision here for the 79ers. 2-1 from the right-hander. Just chop back to Flake. He'll glove that easily, flip it over to first, and works out of the bases-loaded jam, so the automatic out does not come into play. Charles Flake loads him up, but leaves them all stranded. 6-1 lead for the 2-1-5. They're looking to do more damage in the bottom of the 4th. See Jokic.
All right. So I'm breaking into this non-commercial break for a commercial break. Next Friday is the Bend Don't Break Band Party, fundraiser for the Bend Don't Break Foundation. If you are in the Columbia area, you want to hear some good music, support a great cause, consider going. It's Friday, June 16th from 7 to 11 at the Loose Cockaboose down near the stadium. $40 per person, $20 if you're a student, and you can Venmo at Bend Don't Break Foundation, and just indicate that you want a ticket, 2 tickets, 3 tickets. Send the money through Venmo, and you will be good. But yeah, that's next Friday, Bend Don't Break Foundation.
Number 30, Julian
We are back here at Forest Acres for the bottom of the 4th inning. New pitcher for the 79ers, that's Bryce Campbell. He takes over on the bump for Connor Wood, finishes his outing with 6 earned runs, 7 hits, and 3 strikeouts. Now we're a little interesting mix and matching here in the infield, you know, again, with just kind of the weird situation the 79ers got thrown into with Peyton Starkey being ejected. They're now down a man trying to figure out how to work the infield. That's Julian Scott at the dish. He took strike one, so it's 1-1 now against the 3-hole hitter for the 2-1-5. Bryce Campbell was a second baseman. He now moves in to pitch. And now Scott able to foul that one off to the left side. It's 1-2. So it looks like McMillan is going to second. And that will most likely, yes, will move Corbin Wright to short.
I think he moved just because he wanted screen time on the stream.
I think it's exactly why he moved. 1-2 curveball outside, 2-2.
Nicely framed up in the foreground of my screen.
Oh, boy. 2-2 hit on to the ground on the right side. McMillan, the new second baseman, has it. Throws over to first. One down in the inning. So credit where credit is due. The 79ers have settled into this game nicely after a solid third inning. There's now one down. And that will bring up Austin Laughlin.
Austin Laughlin.
Laughlin had a double and flew out to right field in his 2 plate appearances tonight. He takes one low from Campbell. It's now 1-0.
Austin's parents were at the gate taking tickets.
Ah, gotcha. 1-0 pitch, going to be blooped out in the left field. Going back is right. Now going in is Busenlaner, who dives and makes the play in left field for out number 2. Bryce Campbell, tip your cap. Busenlaner doing it all. Keeping that ball off the turf for the second out.
First baseman number 6, Matthew Davidson.
So, looking for a 1-2-3 inning here is Campbell. He has to go through Matthew Davidson to do it. Davidson has a double in the second. And he struck out all the way back in the first inning. Looking to provide 2-out support here for the 2-1-5. Campbell, though, has been solid. Second pitch to him, fouled back over the net. 1-1 here. This is Campbell's debut on the mound this summer for the 79ers. He's yet to record a appearance, only appearing in the field. Campbell, 1-1 pitch, outside fastball. 2-1 against the left-handed Davidson. Now 2-1 on the way. Another outside fastball. Now it's 3-1 for Davidson. Rince Best licking his chops on deck. Looking for his first hit. Now 3-1 pitch. Campbell comes home. Bounces one in there. Ball 4. 2-out base runner now for the 2-1-5. Rince Best will get his chance, looking to come and provide some support for the 2-1-5 for the first time tonight.
Rince Best.
Rince Best now 1 for 7 so far this summer. Trying to provide his first form of run support for the 2-1-5. Not go back-to-back inning scoreless. That ball shot to the right side of the infield. Going to be tough play. McMillan ranges over, throws it to first, third out. If that ball was hit any harder, it could have been trouble. But McMillan able to come from up the middle and get the ball in the hole and the right side of the infield. So 4 up, 3 down for the 79ers. But Richland 2-1-5, they hold the 6-1 lead. We'll go to the 5th. So the top of the 5th is here for West Columbia, where they're in the part of the order where they're in some trouble. Automatic out after the leadoff hitter, Logan Busenlaner, gets his licks. New pitcher for the 2-1-5, it's Hank Collins, number 99 for Richland. Hank only has 1 appearance so far this summer. Didn't go his way. 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and 4 walks. Looking to have a better second outing. However, right now, Busenlaner took 1 inside. So it's 2-0 against the leadoff hitter. 2-0 pitch coming. Now that ball's going to be hit through the left side of the infield. Base hit. Logan Busenlaner tacks 1 on. That's his 2nd hit of the night. First one against Hank Collins. Another leadoff base runner here for the 79ers. And now, again, Starkey, automatic out. Unfortunate.
I can put that out on the board, huh?
It's one of the hardest ones to kind of swallow over here. Despite, hate to see baseball kind of ruined, but with everyone from West Columbia being at the beach, just makes it really hard to kind of bring all their roster. And only had 9 tonight. They were able to make it work, and then Starkey got ejected. Either way, Robert McMillan at the dish took 1 low inside, ball 1. Last time he grounded into the 6-4-3 double play, trying to avoid that. This time, however, it's right at short, but Revels off his chest, tries to still flip it, can't get it. That ball trickles away, but not far enough. Busenlaner has to stay at second. That will go down as an error against the shortstop, Cooper Revels. So now Corbin Wright, for his 3rd time tonight, finally has someone in scoring position to hit home because he's 2 for 2. 2 singles for the right-handed first baseman. He takes one right down Broadway, though, strike 1. Corbin Wright started the game at first base and now has moved over to shortstop this game. He has power to spare. Hank looking back at second, now will step off, and that will force Busenlaner back to the bag. Corbin Wright only has 1 RBI this summer. Looking for another. That pitch fouled into the backstop. Hank is ahead. 0-2 against the Coker commit. Hank Collins, the righty, on the mound, trying to get his first out of the inning against the right-handed Corbin Wright. Pitch on the way, out and away, 1-2. Rucker Brandon had to pop up quick, trying to snap throw back to first, but McMillan didn't trickle far enough off the bag, so he had to keep that one in his pocket. Now 1-2 pitch. Hank comes home down the third base line right at the on-deck circle. Mason Tucker had to duck out of the way. Luckily, no one was hit. That ball was shot foul. And the count will stay at 1-2 here with 1 down. West Columbia, for the 2nd straight inning, trying to threaten here against the 2-1-5. Pitch, shot now into right field. Evan Smith going to his right, should have enough space. Makes that catch, and Busenlaner has to stay put. 2 down here now in the top of the 5th. So the first time Corbin Wright was retired, Hank Collins has a shot to get through the inning. It comes in the form of Mason Turner, the lefty who can fly around the bases. Hank still working with 2 on and 2 out. Now throws home, inside fastball to the lefty. 1-0. Infield is shading Turner to the right. Cooper Revels basically playing up the middle. Julian Scott playing in the hole at second. And Matthew Davidson playing behind the bag at first. Next pitch on the way. Low. Ball 2. Turner trying to get on any way he can. He has 5 walks this summer. He drew his 6th earlier this game. He's ahead 2-0, looking for his 7th. Pitch. Shot down the first base line. Foul ball. Turner singled back in the 4th inning, but was gunned down by Evan Smith in right before he could even slide into second, trying to switch what a normal person would say is a single into a double, because Turner has that speed to do so, but Evan Smith said, not on my watch. 2-1 now, almost hits Turner. That's going to get away from Brandon, and both runners will move up into scoring position. So a chance here for West Columbia to potentially cut the lead in half. The 2-1-5 is a 6-1 lead, but Busenlaner is at third, and McMillan standing at second. 3-1 count here to Turner. Collins comes home, the pitch low, ball 4. That's going to get away from Brandon. Runner coming home, Hank on the cover. He's out at the plate. Busenlaner tried to take home. Brandon able to get to it quick. Flips it over to Hank Collins for the 3rd out. Unconventional 3 outs for the 2-1-5. Only 1 fly out. There's an automatic out, and then the flip out covering home gets Hank Collins out of the inning. The 2-1-5 hold the 6-1 lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th right here on Definite Fiction. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the 2-1-5, it's Evan Smith. Smith has reached base both times tonight off a walk and a single, trying to crack Bryce Campbell, who's only allowed 1 walk tonight, no hits in 1 inning so far, looking to kind of keep that going for the 79ers. Lead is still 6-1 here for the 2-1-5. Evan Smith takes outside and away, ball 1. Next pitch, curveball. Just a tad high, broke right across the plate. But it's around the numbers of Smith. Count moves to 2-0 here against the righty. Campbell comes home again quickly, and he throws it to the backstop. Outside pitch, 3-0 now for Evan Smith, and Rucker Brandon standing on deck, looking for his first hit. Now 3-0 pitch to Evan, almost hits him inside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Evan Smith. 2nd walk of the night given up by Bryce Campbell to start the 5th. Now brings up the catcher, Rucker Brandon. The 2-1-5 really trying to bust this game open. They've been held scoreless the past 2 innings after putting a 5 spot up in the bottom of the 2nd. A couple good hits here could really kind of put this game out of reach. But a curveball gets Rucker Brandon swinging way out in front for strike 1. Brandon 0 for 4 this summer now. Looking for that elusive first hit. 0-1 coming home from Campbell. Another curveball, another beautiful one right over the heart of the plate. It's strike 2 now against Brandon. Campbell, 2 curveballs, 2 strikes. Looking to finish this at bat. To get his first punch out of the day. 0-2 high. Curveball looked like it just didn't break. So it's now 1-2 here to the right-handed catcher for the 2-1-5. Sun has fully set as Campbell comes home. The 3-1-2 fouled back over the backstop, and we'll do it again. Again, Campbell in his first inning of the summer in the 4th put up a scoreless frame with only 1 walk. That was his summer debut and his Legion debut. Trying to mimic that success here again in the 5th, keeping the 2-1-5 off the board. 1-2 pitch on the way, curveball popped up high in the infield. Corbin Wright calling everyone off, yelling Atkins and McMillan off to make the play out 1. Looked like Atkins was trying to steal that ball from him for a second, but Corbin yelled mine and put his hands out.
Number 24.
Was able to
Cooper
catch that one cleanly, 4 out 1. So Cooper Revels gets into the right-handed batter's box. The shortstop has 2 walks so far on the night and has come across for 1 run. Looking for his first hit, curveball breaks over his head for a ball, 1-0. Over at first, Evan Smith not getting much of a lead, but now he goes. Cooper Revels hit and run through the hole up the middle, base hit. Mason Turner, though, is shading to his left, gets the ball in center. That's going to be a single for Cooper. Evan Smith has to put on the brakes at third. Single for Cooper Revels. Runners at the corners with 1 down for the top of the order. In steps in Carew Bates.
Center fielder, number 19.
He has 1 homer on the day out to left. A missile that I barely even saw leave the bat. He also has a single in the first. Looking for his at least 3rd RBI, which is standing at 3rd in the form of Evan Smith. Now Cooper Revels at first goes. Curveball high. No throw from the catcher. Revels takes second without any problems.
Yeah, big break by Cooper. No chance by the catcher.
It's a great break, and he threw a curveball, which is not the pitch you want to really throw down when the runner goes. 1-0 count. Carew takes low and away. Ball 2. That single from Cooper was the first hit relinquished by Campbell tonight. He throws the 2-0 to Carew right over the heart of the plate. Curveball. Strike 1.
Oh, if he happens to jack it again, you got to do the Jim Stevens Carew call.
I will.
Okay.
I'll do what I can. 2-1 pitch, curveball, just missed, fouled back.
Or even if
2-2.
he gets a hit, drives in these runs.
I can do it.
All right.
I'll do my best impersonation.
So I want to hear it.
For those who do not know, that is the voice of the AC Flora Falcons
Yes.
during the season.
Jim Stevens.
Jim Stevens. He has a unique way to say Carew's name. I'll try my best to mimic it to my best of my abilities if he gets a hit. 2-2, the pitch, curveball into left field, base hit. That will score 2, and it'll go all the way back to the wall. Buzenlaner runs it down. Carew going to second. That throw from Buzenlaner, is it in time? Yes, no, it's not. He was safe, held the bag. And Carew Bates drives in a pair.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I had to wait so long for you to get to that. Oh, man.
Well, I had to call the play.
No, for sure.
Carew drives in a pair. 3 and 4 RBIs on the night for Carew, having a night. And that will open up the lead for the 2-1-5, 8-1. Cannon Dorsey now standing at the plate, striking out for a summer high twice tonight. Faces Bryce Campbell for the first time tonight, who gives him a curveball that breaks over the plate. So for a strike, 1-0. So Connor Wood gave up 5 runs off of 7 hits. Now Campbell, after a clean 4th inning, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, and Carew standing in scoring position. That ball hit right back to the pitcher, and Campbell has trouble with it, and I can't get the words out of my mouth. That will be an error from the pitcher. It was hit right at Campbell, who snagged it, but tried to go to third because Carew broke, so he lost the handle. So Cannon Dorsey reaches on the error by the pitcher. Carew takes third, and now Julian Scott can really break this one open here, and it is, that winning run is at home. It's the 5th inning, and there's a 10-run rule through 5 for the Legion League in the summer. So Julian Scott is the winning run here for the 2-1-5. Pitch comes home. Outside edge against the lefty. Strike 1 for Campbell. Julian Scott has a hit on the night and a walk. Trying to break this game. He pops one foul. He does have a homer on the season. Came last night. A 2-run blast in the 3rd to propel the 2-1-5 to a 3-2 victory, where Austin Laughlin finished it off with a homer as well later in the evening. Right now, though, Campbell ahead, 0-2. Runner at first breaks, curveball high, throw down to second, bouncing in, not in time. Dorsey swipes a bag. Will put him into scoring position. And brings the count to 1-2. Now Atkins at third, coming over to talk to Campbell. It's a quick conversation before Campbell gets back on the bump. Looking to deliver the 1-2. The right center fielder, Mason Turner, he's shaded more towards center right now, so anything to the right side will be trouble. 1-2, now shot into center, deep ball. Going back is Turner, he's running out of room, but he takes that catch towards the wall for the second out. That will be tagging at third is Carew. Dorsey will take third, and a long, productive sacrifice fly for Julian Scott for the second out. Great play there by Mason Turner in right field. Had to come more towards center to make that play, basically about 5 feet from the wall, but it was run down for the second out. 9-1 lead here for the 2-1-5 now. And that will bring up the winning run, Austin Laughlin, who also homered last night, as I said. First pitch, though, from Campbell, outside fastball, 0-1. Dorsey with that sac fly also goes to third, so Laughlin has an RBI in scoring position. Ball ripped over to the right side of the infield. McMillan gets it, goes over to first. Laughlin running. Is he out? Yes, he is. Throw just in time at first. Laughlin has to run halfway down the line before coming back, but that's the third out. Not before the 2-1-5, though. Tack on 3 off of the bats of Carew, Bates, and Julian Scott. We'll go to the 6th. Can the West Columbia 79ers put some runs? We'll find out right here on Definite Fiction. So back half of this game set to go underway. In the top of the 6th, Hank Collins comes on again. Try to put away the 79ers here in the top of the 6th. Leading it off is Connor Wood, the now first baseman for West Columbia. Wood went down looking last at bat, trying to change that shot over to right field, but right at Evan Smith. Barely moves and catches it for the first out. So quick, out one for the 79ers. That will bring up Cam Atkins. He walked in the fourth and was left stranded at second. He has the lone RBI, though, on the night for the 79ers with a sacrifice fly into left all the way back in the second. Hank Collins, the right-hander, deals. Strike one, swinging for Atkins. Next pitch for Hank Collins, low and away. Ball one. Righty on righty here in the top of the sixth. Atkins trying to start something here in the sixth. Inside pitch. Ball two for Hank Collins. Collins' second appearance going much better than his first so far. Still needs to go through the batting order, though. Next pitch, Atkins, pop up into shallow left center. Going back is the shortstop, Cooper Revels, who makes the play in the outfield for the second out. It was a very short pop-up in left center that Cooper had to range back to make the play. Able to do so for out two. And that will now bring up Preston Coggins. So Hank Collins looking for the second 1-2-3 inning of the night for either side. I really don't count the third inning with the auto out. And he may get it. That bouncing ball to first is picked up by Davidson. 3 up, 3 down. Hank Collins does what he used to do. Gets out of the inning without a blemish. So we're going to head to the bottom of the sixth. The 2-1-5 need 2 to end it. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction. So here we go, bottom of the sixth inning.
First baseman number 6.
Set to begin here at Falcon Field. The 2-1-5 hold a 9-1 lead against West Columbia. They need 2 runs here to end it, or we're going to go to the 7th. Leading it off for the 2-1-5 and taken low and away for ball one is the lefty first baseman, Matthew Davidson. Davidson had to double back in the second and reach on a walk in the fourth. Now he's currently on track to do so right now. He's ahead of Bryce Campbell, who's back out there on the bump for the 79ers. 2-0. 2-0 pitch, fouled back into the forestry on the left side of here at Forest Acres. It's now 2-1. Due up this inning for the 2-1-5. Matthew Davidson, Rince Best, and Evan Smith getting a dose of the AC Flora Falcons here after Davidson, who pops that one foul again. Now it's 2-2 here. Battling back Campbell. Campbell so far has pitched 2 innings, given up 2 hits and 2 earned runs. Trying to get through the bottom of the 6th scoreless, but he throws one in the dirt to fill up the count. It's a full count pitch, going to be on the way coming to Davidson momentarily. Again, we're seeing now Mason Turner really kind of more play towards center rather than his normal position in right field. Against the lefty, that could be trouble. 3-2 pitch, high breaking ball. Ball 4. Leadoff walk for the 2-1-5. And that will bring up the winning run to the plate now in the form of Rince Best. Rince has drawn 2 walks and has singled tonight in his best outing of the summer so far. Or no, excuse me, that was Evan Smith. Rince is 0 for 3. I'm sorry. Evan has had his best outing of the summer. Rince looking for a hit.
That kind of burns.
I know. I kind of felt bad, but I had to correct myself. Like I felt really bad. Where I was like, "Ooh, that's not." So now Rince trying to break that 0 for 3 snide here tonight. 1-0 high. Now pitch in there, breaking ball, inner half of the zone. Even in the count at 1s here. Over at first, Davidson, smallest of leads, and he's going to get picked off. And high throw almost gets away from the first baseman, Connor Wood. But Wood's able to jump up and snag that. Actually, I think that's actually Corbin right now back at first, if I'm not mistaken. But Corbin makes an athletic play over at first to keep that ball from going to the dugout. Now 1-1 pitch, Rince fouled back into the net. It's 1-2 here against Best. One-two pitch. Cummings sets Campbell. He fires home. Rince takes one down the left field line. Fair ball and off the hand of Atkins. Now it's going to get away. Going to cut to cover third. The throw in time. No tag was placed, and Davidson takes advantage. Atkins had to dive down the third base line. Gall got away from him. Looked like Wood had to go over and try to snag it. No one covered third.
Right fielder number 1.
And that's a hit for Rince Best.
Smith.
And Matthew Davidson takes third. So winning run on second for the 2-1-5. Evan Smith could have his second walk-off here. Had one in the first game of the summer for the 2-1-5. Could have one to end it in a much better fashion in a run rule. First pitch, curveball low and away, missing, ball 1.
I forgot all about that first game. That was so much fun.
Yeah,
I like walk-offs.
But I've had a blast all summer, but that was definitely memorable. Fastball inside. Evan watches that one go waist high, strike 1. 1-1 pitch. Campbell not wasting time. Chopped over to third. Atkins has it, throws it to first, and no, he fakes the throw, and now he's got a run down here. Going back into second. He's out. They called Rince out. He said he didn't get under the tag. Rince doesn't argue. But a productive ground out for Evans, or productive fielder's choice for Evan Smith, as that brings home the 10th run of the game in Matthew Davidson for the 2-1-5.
Catcher number 77, Rucker Brannon.
So Rucker Brannon, winning run now back at first for the 2-1-5. It's a 10-1 lead, and Rucker Brannon has a chance to end it. Any ball to the right side may do it, but that first curveball will hit Rucker right on the outside elbow of the righty, or the outside shoulder, excuse me. So winning run moves 90 feet closer over to second. That was Campbell's first hit by pitch of his outing. And brings up Cooper Revels, who secured his first hit back in the 5th inning. Now has a chance to get his first RBI of the night, with Evan Smith standing at second. Campbell comes set, fires the first. High curveball. 0-1. Cooper.
1-0.
1-0. Close enough, right?
Yeah, it's one of the
I
other.
mean, I'm just messing around. No. 1-0 pitch coming inside, almost hits Cooper. Cooper able to spin out of the way, kind of pirouette it.
Second at bat in a row that he's Houdini'd out of a pitch.
I know, he had to duck his last at bat from a pitch that broke over his head. Now he pirouettes away. 2-0 pitch, low in the dirt. Ball 3. Campbell in danger of giving up his fourth walk of the evening, excuse me. Not fifth, fourth. Now Cooper showing bunt, 3-0 pitch coming in, right across the plate, strike one. Cooper wanted to walk to first, but that one looked good. Off the hand of Campbell. So 3-1, 1 out, winning run at second, and Evan Smith. Cooper Rebels trying to finish it. Corbin Wright on the infield grass at first. Pitch now hit over to the left side. Wood's going to get it, bobbles it. Now he's bobbles it again, trying to make the throw. No throw, has to eat it. Cooper Rebels scurries to first. Everyone else moves up. Looks to be another error for the 79ers. And the winning run moves 90 feet away for Carew Bates.
Center fielder number 19, Carew Bates.
Carew Bates. He's had a night so far. A double, a home run, and a single. A triple is needed to hit for the cycle. However, there's no triple that can be scored here. That will not end the game.
Oh, yeah, we got to have a home run, huh?
Yeah, so he's one part away from the cycle that unfortunately he will not be able to
You
get.
want to yell at him? Hey, Crew, you have to have a home run.
He had the home run. He just had a triple.
I know, but like if we
Oh.
want to score more than one,
Well, I mean, yeah, but you want the cycle, don't you?
so he has to have the triple, but he can't get it.
I know.
Oh, yeah, actually, he could, right?
I mean, technically. I
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
he couldn't.
I'm about to say they would just end the game. It's a
'Cause
walk-off.
it's just, yeah.
Winning runs at third. So infield in. 0-1 pitch. Carew fouled back again. It's now 0-2.
But does he have to touch home to officially get a home run? It doesn't matter. The officials will leave anyways. But
He has a homer.
right. Oh, he has a home. No, right. But if he hits it out over the fence, right?
Yeah, he has to touch it. I mean, it's
Does he
just-
have to?
I think
What
so.
What happens if he doesn't?
I don't know actually. I don't. You don't ever see it in
Well-
like any like game that matters because
Well,
usually there's not like a walk off like that.
Wasn't it a Mets game? Robin Ventura hit a home run, but he never got past second base.
I mean-
and I think he just got the double.
I don't know if they score it though. I guess like I've seen it happen before. I just don't know if they score that.
Yeah, I think.
2-1.
Oh, it's too high.
High fly into left field. Busenlaner back. Gonna try to come in and make the throw. Tagging at thirds, Evan. Pick throw in the set home, and he guns him out at home. Winning run cannot cross. Sack fly doesn't help. 2-1-5. We have to do one more inning. Logan Busenlaner snags the sack fly attempt, takes it away from the 2-1-5. They lead it 10-1. But we'll go to the top of the 7th. West Columbia needs 9 to extend it, 10 to try to take the lead.
I want to thank Big Red Box, Coach Dorsey for getting us out here for all of this awesome baseball this summer.
Yes, thank you, Coach Dorsey. It's been so far for the last 2 weeks. It's been a great summer. Only up from here.
I assume that Coach Dorsey is also responsible for the nice weather that we've had this summer.
That's what I'm hoping.
The lack of blazing heat.
Lack of blazing heat, and so far, no rainouts. No.
Yeah, that's right.
So we've been blessed with some great weather so far tonight. Back on the mound for the 2-1-5, it's Hank Collins, looking to finish off in his, trying to go for his longest outing of the summer. That ball's going to be chopped over to short. Cooper Revels overruns it, now has a chance to first, fires it quickly. Beating it out is safe. Bryce Campbell, infield single for him, or they rule that an error. We're going to wait on the official score. Looks like they're going to roll it a hit for Bryce Campbell. Infield hit for him. So now Logan Busenlaner. He's looking, he will have his 4th plate appearance coming up, and after him, the automatic out. So it'll be very interesting to see kind of the end of this inning. First pitch, to hit Busenlaner, fouled back over the dugout for Collins.
Double play ends it.
Double play weirdly ends this game.
It would sort of be fitting.
It would. After just kind of the...
It's strange.
Yeah, weird. Kind of a weird. Back in the first inning, Peyton Starkey took an inside strike call that he was not a fan of, that punched him out. Talked to the umpire for a bit, got thrown out. That ball hit hard over the head of Cooper at short, into center, base hit. Carew has to go corral that. But a single here from Busenlaner puts a man at second, first and second. And with the automatic out, there's now 1 out for Robert McMillan. Hank trying to finish off a pretty good night for him so far. That was only his 2nd and 3rd hits he's given up, and he's only walked 1. Now he deals to Robert McMillan. First pitch, low and away, ball 1 against the righty at the dish.
Yeah, his pitches look pretty good.
So Hank has had a much better outing than his first outing. Again, his first outing for Hank was 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and 4 walks. He gets a outside strike call on the fastball, evening the count at 1-1 here against McMillan. He comes set now, looking back at second. He'll come home. Ball hit up the middle, and that will get through. Base hit. Campbell around third. Pitch going to come to the plate. Campbell has to put on the brakes. Now the throw back to third high. Almost gets away from Laughlin. He tries to fake ball trick for a second, but Campbell smartly stays attached to the bag. That will load the bases. Great throw there from Carew to keep Bryce Campbell at third. So peppering Hank Collins with singles as the 79ers, bringing up Corbin Wright here. Hank Collins, double play away from ending this one. However, 79ers have loaded the bases here. First pitch to Corbin Wright, low and away, ball 1. Again, Wright has the power to spare to put it out of here. Can he find one just right to cut this 2-1-5 lead in half? Next pitch on the way, outside fastball, doesn't get the call. 2-0. So following Corbin Wright, it's Mason Turner on deck. And then if it gets that far, it's Connor Wood for the 79ers. Collins come home, next pitch. Low and away. It's now 3-0 here against the cleanup hitter, Corbin Wright. Collins in danger of walking a run home. Pitch on its way, swinging strike. That was for the fences, Corbin Wright. Put everything he had into that swing. Didn't make contact. 3-1. Collins wasting no time. 3-1 on the way, fouled back, and he's worked a full count. He's behind Wright 3-0. A swing and a miss and a foul ball. Now have the count full. Full count pitch coming home. Just a bit outside. Barely missing. That will walk a home run home and put the 215's lead at 10-2. And we're going to see Rucker Brandon here come out and talk to his pitcher, who has been solid all night. Now in danger, allowing a lot more to come home. Bases loaded, 1 down, top of the 7th. Richland holds a 10-2 lead. Trying to finish this one off. First pitch here to Turner. Inside, no, he said he went around, strike 1. Turner tried to check, but the umpire got him going. 0-1 here against the speedy lefty. Next pitch, that's a swinging strike 2, though. Turner couldn't connect. Swinging wildly, and now it's 0-2 here. Collins, again, working quickly. Coming home, pitch, hard hit to the right side, base hit into right field. 1-1 will come from third. The second one's going to be held at third. Cut off by Davidson in the infield. So a 1-out RBI here in the 7th. Cuts the lead now to 10-3 for the 79ers. Again, they're peppering Hank with singles.
Connor Wood.
He's now given up 5 runs this inning, or 5 hits, excuse me, and 2 runs. Brings up the righty Connor Wood. Coker commit. Collins, dish deals to him, gets away from Rucker Brandon, not far enough for though it to matter, forcing McMillan to stay over at first, or third. So it's McMillan at third, Corbin Wright at second, and Mason Turner at first. Turner can fly though, so a ball hit in the gap, he could be coming home. 1-0 coming home. Outer edge of the plate, strike 1. It's around knee high. Umpire said it was good. So it's 1-1 here against the right-handed Wood. Next pitch, that's low and away. Ball 2, no break there for McMillan at third. It's now 2-1.
I guess down 7, you don't want to risk anything at home, huh?
No, I mean, you just don't want to make it out at home, and those balls are way too close for McMillan to break. Brandon hasn't been able to glove him, but he hasn't been able to let him go wildly away. Now, next pitch, swinging strike 2, foul tipped into the glove. Hank, 2-2 count here with 1 down. Again, double play would end it. Any sort of hit would extend it. 2-2 pitch on the way, popped up, and that's going to keep going. Foul, it looks like. Catcher coming over Brandon, but that was going to hit the top of the dugout and leave the stadium. Another NPC moment over there, looking like a video game as everyone in the 215's dugout kind of ducked at the same time. They're very in sync over there. So count still stands at 2-2 with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. West Columbia needs 7 here to send this game to another half inning and 8 to take the lead. 2-2 pitch coming from Hank. That ball hit high into left field. Rince Best comes back on it. Now Cooper Revels goes all the way into left field to make the play. Out 2, no run comes across.
Good range by Cooper.
Great range by Cooper. I'm honestly kind of surprised Rince didn't call him off and left, to be honest.
I guess the outfield maybe was really deep.
Yeah, in this situation, you don't want a ball to get behind you. You just kind of want to keep everything in front, no matter how shallow it is. I mean, even a blooper, it's whatever, because if the ball gets behind you, your merry-go-round starts going, and it's just so. So, fly out for the shortstop for the second out, and the last chance for the West Columbia 79ers is Cam Atkins, who takes a low fastball for strike 1. Atkins yet to record a hit on the night. He has a sac fly for an RBI and a walk, but he's also flown out. So he's looking for his first hit of the night and a multi RBI game at the plate. Collins comes home, pitch low and away. Even in the count at 1-1 here at Falcon Field. Collins giving up 2 runs in 2 2/3 innings, trying to finish off his night here. Next pitch on the way, 1-1 inside. Almost hits Atkins. Oh, that was the 0-1. So now it is 1-1.
It's 2-1.
No, I think it is 2. Oh, I thought it was 1-1.
Oh,
so yeah.
you're right.
Okay, so it is okay.
Scoreboard's off.
See, I'm second guessing myself now, which is never good. 2-1 from Hank, fouled back. And the 79ers down to their last strike here. So 2-2 here against Atkins. Atkins needing a base hit to extend it, or a reaching base. Hank Collins just needs an out to finish this one off. 2-2 coming home. Pitch low and away. Ball 3. Fill him up here against Atkins. You got McMillan at third, right at second. Mason Turner on first. You have to assume they're all going to be in motion here with 3-2 and 2 outs. Collins comes set. The pitch home. No one moves. Foul ball. And that's the one thing I kind of don't agree with, even in this situation, because I was in one in high school, and I got yelled at by my coach afterwards.
Yeah.
You want to move no matter what, even though, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter because it's the 7th, but still you want to move because even if the base is loaded, because you can still mess the pitcher up and kind of like get them off guard.
Yeah.
3-2 coming home again, outside and away, ball 4. 2-out walk to Atkins. And that will be another run. Lead goes now to 10-4 here. So we're in an interesting spot here now. There's Preston Coggins, there's Bryce Campbell, and there's Logan Busenlaner. After that, it's the automatic out.
So just walk the rest of them in.
Correct. If you walk the rest of them in,
We win.
you can't lose. Weirdly enough. Ball, though, is chopped back to Hank. He should have time for that play. Collects itself, fires the first. Off the bag comes Davidson, but he gets on for the 3rd out. So no walks needed. The 2-1-5 able to finish this one 10-4 and get back even to 500. West Columbia falls to 3-5 after a tough loss here at Falcon Field. Definitely a different ball game after Starkey getting ejected back in the 1st. But the offense came alive. Cooper Revels, 4 RBI game for the 2-1-5. Tacked on with some peppering here and there from the other players, and they take it 10-4 in their 3rd home game of the summer.
All right. Good to get the win. Yeah, let me mention one more time before we go. A week from tomorrow at the Loose Cockaboose down by Williams-Brice Stadium, the Bend Don't Break party. Benefit for the Bend Don't Break Foundation. Bend Don't Break Foundation was formed in memory of Michael Helmley. He's the father of a former AC Flora student and one current. Hunter Helmley played on the AC Flora baseball team. But yeah, if you're in the area, consider going. You can see the information at the bottom, $40 per person, $20 per student. And you can Venmo to at Bend Don't Break Foundation. And just indicate that you want tickets. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me again, Alex.
Of course.
And
should be
we're
back
done
here,
for the week.
I say should be back here next week.
Yeah, do you know when?
I'm looking right
Okay.
now, actually. So today is June 8th. On the 12th, which is I think a Monday, I believe. Yes, Monday.
Yeah.
The Blue AAA team back in action, and then after that, 3 straight senior games.
Oh, right.
Seniors are home Wednesday, Friday, and then that following Monday.
Okay. So for that Friday, I will probably be at the Loose Cockaboose. But what I'll do is I'll be here. I don't have to get there at 7.
Okay.
So I'll be here to set everything up. And it'll be we won't have the outfield camera. It'll just be a more simplified setup, and we'll just have a wide angle, so you know.
Gotcha. Might be running that one?
Yeah, it'll be all you.
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, we might be able to get somebody to do the stream deck, but yeah, if not, yeah, just yeah, you get to stand back here then.
Yeah.
I guess.
So,
well, actually, it's going to be a static camera. I can set up the stream deck to be right where you are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, on Monday, Blue team welcomes in Midland Valley, and then Wednesday, the next couple games for, well, the seniors are back in action tomorrow. They go to Chapin Newberry, so another game on the way there. Then after that, they play Lexington away on Monday, welcome them in on Tuesday, And then on Friday they play Camden. So I guess a little change in the schedule here and there, but nothing we can't fix.
In that Midland Valley, that's who Gold came back to beat. Oh, it was an away game.
Yes, that's the Gold. That was when the Gold team picked their first victory, and they beat Aiken then. After that.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, cool. I'm looking forward to Monday.
Should be another good week of baseball here.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for joining, and see you then.